Good morning. It is early here on the Outer Banks, and I have the bedhead to prove that. We have a really big day ahead of us, but I have a little window of time while Marty is getting supplies together for our big project. I'm going to use it to get a little further along on our little mushroom design. This is going to be a very short video. Here's our canvas that we made together last time. I have a stack of them because I'm doing this design in production, which I can tell you more about if you want to know. But here's our fun little chrysalis. Isn't that cool? And you'll find this video on the playlist. I hope sharing this will help you think about your process and how you can fit little parts of your process into your daily life. This is how I survive and exist as a working artist. If I couldn't work the things that I do in my process around my daily life, I would be a sinking ship. And I've actually been there before. If I can break my process down into bite-sized tasks, I can get it done. This whole process is going to be less than 20 minutes from setup to cleanup. The video is going to be shorter than that. I'm going to be spending less than 20 minutes and I'm going to get it filmed for you. So let's get started. All we're going to need today is some water, a brush, any kind of brush. Actually, a bigger brush than this is even better. And then whatever colors of acrylic paint you want to use. I'm using blue today. Something to water your paint down. It can be a small container. I'm going to use my palette. And paper towels are always good to have. Oh, and your paper. I'm going to start by laying out my papers. And if you were doing this in production, you could certainly lay out more than this at a time. But this is all we're going to need for this project. I'm just doing blue because I already have papers from previous projects in different colors. I'm just making a few blue to go with the ones I already have. But you can do as many colors as you like. I'm going to start with my lighter color, and you just need a tiny drop of paint. That's actually too much. And a whole lot of water. Coverage is up to you. You could thin this out as much as you want. I want a good bit of blue to show. One thing to keep in mind is that we are going to be transferring this color onto our canvas. So we do need to have some pigment for the transfer, but you can go a little lighter than this and you can definitely go darker. I want the words to show through. So this is about perfect for me. It's going to dry a little darker than it looks when it's wet. I'm going to do one more with my lighter blue, and then I'm going to move to the darker. This is going to be pretty dark actually compared to that one because I used a lot less water. And I can also just introduce some water on the page, and then I have a variation of how much pigment. It doesn't have to be completely covered because we're only going to be using parts of this at a time. So you can make a variation of saturation on one page even. I'm going in with my darker blue. Lots of water. My other blue is still on my brush, but that's okay. You can rinse if you want. But this is going to dry differently, even though it might look so similar going on. That darker blue is going to shine through. I'm going light on this one with the pigment. I'll probably darken up another one. I mean, how easy is this? It's a good way to use up the last little bits of paint. This has got a lot more pigment, so this one's going to dry really dark, and I am here for it. I love this midnight blue. The other blue I used was True Blue, if you are interested in these colors. They're by Deco Art, which is the perfect grade paint for this kind of thing. You don't need a full body paint for this. I decided to do a little turquoise for this last one. So I am going to get some of that other pigment out of my brush. It's still going to be there because it's in the water, but you'll see it's going to look different when it dries. Oh, nice. So nice. And done. Our big project today is this wall is coming down, including these cabinets, because we are getting ready to tear down this wall over here. I can't leave these out even the 20 or 30 minutes it might take for them to dry. So I'm going to speed up my drying process today by using a hairdryer. Now I have my blue papers to add to my stack, and I have my canvases. That is 2 processes down. I'm pretty sure that working at the island is going to become a thing for me because I like standing when I work. And Marty Griffin is going to have to find somewhere else to eat his girl dinner. And these can hang out right here until we're ready for the next step. Now I have that checked off my prep list for our mushroom design, and I can't wait to do the next step with you. Take a minute to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you would like to see the whole entire process. By the time you watch this, it may already be in the playlist. And I can have another cup of coffee now.